Listen to the 48 Hours podcast for shocking murder cases and compelling real-life dramas from one of television's most watched true crime shows. Go behind the scenes of each episode with award-winning CBS News correspondents and producers in Postmortem, a weekly deep dive. Listen to 48 Hours wherever you get your podcasts.
Inspired by the life of the savvy and ambitious Colombian businesswoman Griselda Blanco comes a new Netflix original limited series. Griselda tells the story of a devoted mother who, with her lethal blend of charm and relentless savagery, creates one of the most powerful cartels in history. Witness Sofia Vergara's captivating transformation into the godmother of the underworld. Griselda, streaming January 25th, only on Netflix.
Oh, yeah, I tried Dream Coke. Have you tried the Dream Coke?
Is that the one that has, like, the pink and purple label on it?
That's the
and
star.
The stars?
That's a Space Coke. That's Space Coke.
Space Coke.
Dream Coke is the blue one with, like, clouds on it.
I have not tried.
It tastes like dreams.
Does it?
It does not.
I've tried the Star Coke.
I love the Star Coke.
It's okay.
It's good. I like it.
Too berry for me.
Too berry? I love berry forward.
Yeah.
Welcome back to another episode of No Waco. This is your host, Debbie. All right, so we're doing No Waco, so the wait starts. You've been on the show, right? Have I ever had you on? Oh my God.
I've never been on No Waco.
Welcome. So, welcome back to another episode of No Waco. I'm your host, Debbie, and today we have a very special guest in the studio. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Danny Flores. I'm 1/3 of Plus Waco Comics and 1/3 of the Longbox podcast.
Yeah, I would have thought you guys would have come on the podcast before.
No.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, I'm so glad to have you on today.
Yeah.
And you guys also have a podcast, so tell me about your podcast.
Our podcast called The Longbox. What we do is we just dig through old stories of comics and we read them and then discuss them at length and make fun of each other.
Yeah, that's
for
great.
Stuff we didn't understand at the time when we initially read them.
And unfortunately, we don't have Armando or Joey in the studio.
We do not.
Sadly.
Both those guys have to work. I have a little
Jobs?
bit.
Gross.
Yeah, I have a little bit of leeway with my job, but those guys are, they're still setting themselves up with their careers and everything.
I get it. Careers,
yeah,
jobs.
Careers.
Understandable. But yeah, so one of the first questions I always ask is, what brought you to Waco, or are you a Waco native?
I am a Waco native, born and raised. My entire life, yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
How does it feel? So you've seen a lot of change happening in Waco.
I've seen all the change happening in Waco.
Wow, really?
It's scary and exciting at the same time.
Yeah. Okay.
It's exciting that there's a lot of things, a lot of opportunities, a lot of growth. But it's scary because I see all the stuff that I grew up with getting pushed out to the margins. Yeah. A lot of people that I grew up with not being able to continue on with their livelihood in the same manner that they had.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's tragic for me. I'm lucky in that I went to school. I got a pretty good job and got out of whatever neighborhood I was in, but even the neighborhood that I was in growing up, it's not the same anymore.
Yeah. That's so sad.
Yeah.
But you've gotten the chance to pursue what you love, and now you're getting to, pursue your passions and your hobbies.
Yeah, years later.
What has it been like from that transition from growing up into Waco to trying to make a name for yourself?
It's one of those things where you grow up in obscurity, never thinking that it can happen for you or to you. You see people beside you or, adjacent to you and it happening to them. And you kind of just sit there and think, well, that's not going to happen for me.
Yeah.
But then one day you're like, hey, you're going somewhere and people just kind of recognize you or call out your name. And it's very weird. Yeah.
Just a little bit, right?
Just a little, yeah.
We're Waco famous, right?
Yeah, Waco famous. Yeah.
Trademark that. No, I'm just kidding. There's already a Waco Famous podcast.
They're really,
Sorry,
yeah.
Ashley.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you guys published your first comic book. So
We did.
Tell me about that.
Yeah. That was work. I think it took us like 3 years to get it off the ground. We were building it from like I said, the ground up. Joey, our writer, he approached Armando and myself with all these ideas, all these fantastic characters, and he actually had their stories built out.
Wow.
Where, he wanted to take them, where he wanted to see them grow and everything. And a lot of people when they approach an artist or a writer, a lot of times will just bring you a pitch. They won't bring you their full idea, so that you have no idea what work is going to entail in this. Joey had most of it already mapped out, and we were like, yeah, this works for us.
Yeah.
We decided, instead of doing a bunch of disparate comics and characters all separate from each other, we decided to put them all together.
A whole universe.
If we were going to start Marvel or DC Comics or something and build a universe, how would we do it? And we sat down and we built the origin, like ground zero to start. And from there, we're launching 6 more books coming up, I think, starting this fall.
Wow, that's fantastic. And you guys did your opening at Cultivate, which
Yeah.
was so fun that I got to be a part of that.
Oh man, yeah, that was
February? Was that?
That was in February, yeah.
Oh my gosh,
was
I
in
can't
February.
believe. It feels like it was so long ago.
It does. It really does.
Yeah, and you guys have been doing, you guys do Comic-Cons and have been promoting it. So how's it been going so far?
Oh man, we got invited on a whim to Brooklyn Comic Con.
Oh wow.
And that was an adventure in and of itself. We flew to they flew us there and put us up in a hotel. Yeah, no. It was an amazing just experience for us. We got to stay in Brooklyn. It turned out to be like little Puerto Rico. There was a bunch of flags everywhere. And it was Puerto Rican Day Parade that same weekend. So that explains why there were so many more flags than there normally are.
That's so cool.
Yeah. But the Brooklyn Con was amazing. We entered through the building on one side of the street. Like, the building took up an entire block, and it had 2 entrances. But the main entrance was on the opposite side where we didn't see.
Oh.
And we were like, this thing is going to be dead. And we sat
not.
there. We sat there for an hour, and Joey got hungry. He was like, I'm going to go get a pizza. I'm like, all right. He goes downstairs and exits out the other side that we didn't enter to. And he texts us immediately, like, guys, there's a line down the street of people waiting to get in.
Wow.
So needless to say, we were very excited, very enthused. A lot of people stopped by our booth, checked out the book, bought the book, was really excited to read it. And they were just amazed that we were creating this universe.
Yeah.
A lot of times, indie comics, they'll put books out just to sell one character instead of trying to establish an entire universe.
Yeah.
Or in another instance, they'll tell you the entire universe in one story without it being an ongoing. They don't have any plans for an issue 2. They just hope that this one sells enough that they can try and write an issue 2.
Yeah.
We've got it all. And I think that was the thing that sold a lot of people on the story.
Yeah.
You know, we've got more coming.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, so that was Brooklyn. We recently did Bell County.
Yep,
We're
local.
about to do, Bell County down in Belton, local. That was a great show as well. We always have a good time there, though.
Yeah.
That's always a fun show for us. We're about to do the Mex-Americon.
Ooh,
I
okay.
think I want to get the name right. I believe that's
Where's
what
that
it's
one at?
called. And that will be in Dallas.
Okay, cool.
That one will be in Dallas. There's another one, or Tex-Mex Con.
Okay.
Let me check.
Because I know there's A-Con. I know there's WeebCon. WeebCon's going to be happening in Dallas. That's going to be cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of conventions that we would like to be a part of, and we'd like to get invited to. We'd like to even just be, just not be in the show, but like attend, just
Yeah.
just as guests.
Just
or
hanging
whatever.
out.
Yeah.
Just going to meet your fans and, Gonna promote your book.
Texas Latino Comic Con. That's in Dallas. And then there is a Mex-American Con.
Okay, cool.
Down in San Antonio.
Okay,
and
cool.
I think we're being invited to both of those.
That's so cool. Yeah. I went to San Japan a couple years ago, and it was really good in San Antonio. Yeah. So San Antonio cons go all out.
Yeah, no, yeah.
It's really crazy. You just like see people like dressed in cosplay like all downtown. And you're like, what's happening?
Right.
And then you're like, oh, they're just here
the cosplay is amazing.
Have you had anybody cosplay a character from your book yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. Is that one of your goals?
It's coming. Yeah.
Should you guys cosplay as characters from your book?
Joey has it in his mind that I should cosplay Black Toro and he should cosplay Bronze Man, our version of what Superman would be in our universe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who Armando would be. Maybe Lady Avalion.
Oh, there you go. Long flowing hair.
Yeah, long flowing hair. He shaved it off.
Wait, no way.
Yeah, he shaved it off.
Oh my gosh.
He does that. He
gets tired of it. And then it'll grow back out.
It's too luxurious, guys. I've got to get rid of it.
And now for a word from our sponsors. And now back to the episode. All right, so give me like a little brief synopsis about what your universe is, or about the book.
So our book, we wanted to create stories that we wanted to read and that also reflected our upbringings. Mm-hmm. When you read Marvel or DC books, a lot of those characters are very heavily skewed towards Caucasians,
mm-hmm.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I love Spider-Man. I love Batman. I love
mm-hmm.
Superman. But we wanted to see more representation in our books. And so we decided to start in that manner.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think a majority of our characters are POC, people of color. Yeah.
And I love that. And your characters are so crazy and cool and like good like play off of like standard tropes that you see.
Yeah.
Like again,
no,
you said,
we've got Bronze Man, who is, like I said, our version of Superman, and he has been blessed. That's shorthand. He's been blessed by the gods
mm-hmm.
with like infinite ability, as long as he believes in himself.
Yeah.
And he hits those times of self-doubt, because who hasn't?
Yeah.
He's still young. He's still early in his career. And so we'll see stuff like that happening where he doubts himself and his powers falter.
Mm-hmm.
And so he doesn't know if he can continue on. Then we've got a luchador character, Black Toro, who's just this old, surly Mexican man who used to be a mob hitman.
Wow.
Turned luchador. Luchador turned mob hitman.
Oh, yeah. Vice versa.
Reverse that, yeah. And then he goes back to his roots to kind of right all of the wrongs that he
mm-hmm.
did when he was with the mafia, after seeing the original Bronze Man on TV and being
mm-hmm.
inspired by that character. We have our version of King Arthur,
mm-hmm.
who is Lady Avalion. She's the 99th reincarnation of Arthur. Wow. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And the way that's set up, that is super spies and magic.
Ooh. I love both those things.
Yeah. So what we did, we took the Arthurian legend and put it in like an MI6 setting.
Ooh.
And the entire organization was set up by a very tired Merlin who got tired of fighting. Yeah. He's like, look, I've got this power. I can set this up. Yeah. I'll just set up an organization.
And then you guys go do it.
Yeah. And I'll just look for the next Arthur.
There you go.
And that's basically what he does.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And you guys have developed this whole universe. And then on top of that, you guys publish your comic book and you do a podcast.
Yeah. I don't know where we find the time either.
I was going to say, how do you have time to do all this? And what we're here to talk about today is you guys are doing a live show.
We're doing a live show.
Woo-hoo. So tell us about a live show.
Audience clapping here.
Okay.
Yeah. So the idea came after we saw the Bloody Happy Hour. Shout out to those ladies.
Shout out.
they did their live show on True Murders. Did they actually commit a live murder?
No. It was a ritual sacrifice. No,
Okay.
I'm joking. I'm joking. They just talk about murders.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Ones that other people did, not them.
Right.
I mean, a good twist would be they're like, there's a new unsolved murder, and it's actually them that did it. That would be the twist.
That would be great.
And
that
then
would
they
have been
expose themselves during the live show. No.
We did it ourselves.
We did
guys.
it ourselves.
Yeah.
Welcome to the fan club. But anyway, they did their live show. And so you guys are going to do a live show. So explain to me what a live show is for people that might not know.
So a live show is where we host a podcast. We pick a topic and we talk about it. On our version, we are inviting a panel of guests or experts, local Waco experts, to speak on a topic. And our topic is Star Wars.
Yay! There's going to be a whole Star Wars weekend in Waco.
A whole Star Wars weekend in Waco.
Yeah.
It started with the Skellingtons in their burlesque show.
Shout out, Skellington Curiosities.
Rise of the Burlesque, yeah.
Love you guys. Mrs. Skelladonna up in the house.
Yeah. We saw that and we were like, yo, this is on Labor Day weekend. There's like space for everybody to do something.
Space for everyone to do something? I see what you did there.
Yeah. Hey, well. And so we decided, why don't we try and put together like another event to go hand in hand, and then that got the ball rolling, and there's actually a third event that same weekend, Labor Day weekend. So
Skate
Friday's
y'all's.
Friday
September
is the live
2nd.
podcast where we talk all things Star Wars with a guest panel from local experts.
That's so cool.
And then Saturday is the Rise of the Burlesque.
I'm in it.
Oh, good.
Yeah, if you
Awesome.
didn't know, self-promo.
Nice.
Amethyst Rose, that's me. And
then Sunday,
Skate Waco.
there will be a skate, Revenge of the Skate.
Oh, I love that. That's so good.
Yeah, Skate Wars, Revenge of the Rink. That's what it's called.
I love all the titles. Rise of the Burlesque, Revenge of the Rink. 10 out of 10.
Yeah. So, and that'll be a skate night. It'll be a neon night as well.
Ooh.
Plus cosplay contest.
Yeah.
So you come
I'm just
dressed-
going to wear my outfit
Yeah,
from the burlesque show.
You wear your outfit. Nice. You wear your outfit. You get a free light up glowy device.
I guess.
I don't know what it is.
Gizmos and gadgets
Yeah,
galore.
gizmos and gadgets. No lightsabers.
Oh, dang.
Because
Is it BYOS? Bring your own saber?
Bring your own saber. Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah,
Bring your own
definitely.
saber.
Okay.
I don't know that they have the little glow necklaces.
Oh, that's cute. Those
Yeah.
are like mini sabers.
And the little light sticks.
There you go. That's cute.
Yeah. And then there'll be a live DJ with a contest. You can name the DJ. The DJ is Joey.
Oh, the DJ's Joey.
Yeah.
He's such a good skater. I was so blown away when he told me he did like skate racing. and
Yeah.
stuff. Again, how do you guys have time for this?
I don't know. We're all so busy and it's tiring and you can tell.
Yeah. So for the live show, you guys are going to have an amazing group of panels. And you guys are going to have an amazing panel. You guys are going to be asking questions.
So yeah, we're going to be discussing Star Wars, everything Star Wars, like its beginnings.
Are you going to go like in timeline order? Like
I'm not hoping. I'm hoping we don't have to do that.
Okay, I got you.
But I do know that we will touch on all of the movies, maybe into some of the books, because there is a lot of lore and
some not so canon, some very canon.
Yeah, some that's been stripped away that the fans are really up in arms about.
Yeah.
And some new stories that fans are just like, please just kill it. Or, they want their Star Wars, but they want it in a certain way.
Yeah.
And so we're going to discuss that, but we'll also have trivia for the audience,
Yay,
audience
trivia.
participation.
Are there prizes?
There are so many prizes.
Whoop, whoop, prizes.
Yeah, we've got books. Bankston's is one of our
shout out
sponsors.
Bankston's.
They'll be providing a book for one of our hardest trivia questions, plus other prizes to be given away. We've got toys. We've got sketch covers, I believe. I'm not sure if we've got sketch covers. I'm saying you win a sketch cover, then you tell us what you want.
There you go.
If you want,
That
if you
works.
want us to draw on it, yeah.
That works.
Yeah.
So tell us how we can find out more about it, where we can get our tickets, all of the above.
You can find us on Facebook. I think through Rogue Media is promoting it, and then the Longbox podcast is promoting it as well. And then tickets are available through Eventbrite. You can just follow the link on Facebook, and just click on it. There will be flyers posted around town with that same information, telling you when and where. It'll be at Nexus Esports, 600 Columbus. Yeah, yep. 600 Columbus Avenue, Waco, Texas, 76705.
Sure. That sounds right.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't know.
All right.
I don't know. So, yeah.
And what time do doors open?
I say doors open at 6, but it's esports.
Come
the doors are always
out.
open. Yeah. Come and get some lunch. Stay the entire afternoon.
You got a Save Point sandwich shop there.
Yeah.
Grab some snacks.
Exactly.
Live your best life.
Yeah.
And get your Star Wars on.
Right. And the show starts at 7.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so thank you so much for coming on.
Sure.
Is there anything else you would like to share with our listeners today?
Oh, there's so much, but,
Listen to the podcast.
Definitely listen to the podcast. We have so much fun on there. We're actually planning to bring some special guests on this coming weekend. Oh, one of our other sponsors, the Waco Pop Hunters.
Oh, shout out to those guys.
They'll be giving away some pops through the Star Wars show as well.
Yeah.
Part of the trivia question.
They did a thing over at Southern Roots a while ago.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They have a show coming up in September. We'll be part of that show.
Shout out.
So we'll be out there.
Okay, cool. Maybe I'll have to have them come back on the podcast, and then they can talk about their thing.
Exactly. I can't wait to have a pop of one of our characters.
That'd be so cute.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
If you go to the custom pop store, you can actually make them. So
there's a custom pop store?
There's a pop-up. I think it's in like in New York or something.
Oh.
But it's like a full store, and they have like giant pops and like all kinds of cool stuff.
That's
and you can
a
like
drive.
make a custom one.
That's a drive. I don't know.
Just next time you guys get flown out.
Next time we get flown out.
Definitely. To a Comic-Con. You can just go.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Well, anything else?
I think that's it.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on, Danny.
Thanks
really
for having
appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I hope people come out to the show.
I hope so.
It's going to be so fun.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Find us everywhere on all social media platforms, KNOW_Waco. Check us out at roguemedianetwork.com, and we're on YouTube under Rogue Media Network. Check out nowaco.com.
This has been a Rogue Media podcast.
Wow, really?